every time something goes wrong with the child, the mommies get a lot of blame.
No.
Where's the mother? Where's the
No.
mother?
You see, and
Look at it. I have a point,
here,
Fugitive.
here,
Hold on.
here.
I have a point. I have a
Yes, you
point.
do.
The girl that went missing, the 11-year-old, the 13-year-old, is always the mommy coming out. Mommy said this missing, mommy said that missing, mommy. Always. Every time you look at the comments, where's the mommy? Where's
what
the
the problem
mommy?
is? The mothers,
Mommy ain't do
the
this.
mothers take a lot of the blames because most times the fathers are absent.
So why
So you still
don't
gotta commend the
we as a
mommies.
society also what?
You still have to commend the mommies.
Oh, commend the mommies. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that comment just flew right over my
even
head.
though they do a job and it is not done to the best of their ability, you still gotta commend them and encourage them. You know, I mean, we
Yes, I see what you
really
did there,
should,
but
we
it's
really
okay.
should beat up on the fathers, but
But society likes to
I-
the mother in this and the mother in that, the mother in this, and forgetting
because they're the
forgetting
ones,
about the
they're
father.
ones
Where's
who are
the
there.
father?
The father just not there.
Well, I guess it's the fathers that are stepping up right now.
Fathers,
far.
right? So good.
So encourage
it's
them.
good. It's good.
Encourage
Fathers keep sending those messages and voice notes. Fathers keep calling. Mothers, you joining the discussion. Maybe the mothers are taking a back seat because they wanted
me
that
hear.
them to come.
Let me
You
hear
know
what
what?
they have.
This I'm throwing my hands in the air. It's a hands off. Let the fathers take control this morning because they need it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
we too many a times we have too many single parents, mother bearing the weight of the father and bearing the weight of the mother, and it can be quite challenging at times, especially when you have when your life is busy.
You're doubling up on efforts. You're doubling up on bringing in that
right,
income.
and then with teenagers again, that's a whole new ball game. You're talking about the attitudes. You're talking about whatever is going on in their lives.
Bullying, social media, peer pressure.
Because a lot of our teens don't get the parents involved because there's no communication there. So the parents doesn't know what is going on and they're just absent. They're just literally absent.
Maybe we could go there because there are a number of other things that we want to touch on. Parents being physically and emotionally absent. How could that affect a child's upbringing? How could that affect a child in adulthood? And how much of a bad parent is a parent when they are physically or emotionally absent?
Well, sometimes it could be because of my experience as a child. Why I am like this. I don't know how to give affection to my child because it was never given to me. I don't know how to communicate because my parents never communicated with me. You know, as children, and we're talking from toddler coming up, they will come from school or they're at home and they will bring a picture. They will draw whatever it is, and they will bring it and try to get your attention. And mommy or daddy, look at this. But you have
push them
something
away.
else going on, there's no time for you. Go and sit down somewhere and do something else.
Or
And,
suck your teeth
and
and
it-
say,
dampen the
busy.
spirit.
and it's a recurring process. So
2-3 times after that, they ain't gonna come back
you're
again.
training your child that whatever you're doing is not important. And I really don't have time for you. So you have to figure things out on your own.
I found myself there a couple times.
Right. So
I get it.
obviously what is going to happen there from that child becoming an adult?
Yeah.
It's the same thing is going to occur. So
If you don't give your child the attention from the get-go, they're going to get that attention somewhere else.
Yeah. If you
And
pick
then
up
when
on it
they-
as a parent, fix it.
that is why we have
If you pick up, hopefully
if
you pick up.
on it.
Give
If
your
you
child
don't-
the attention that they're seeking. Otherwise,
else.
somebody else is going to give that
Yeah.
child the
Yeah.
attention. And it gets worse as they get older.
older. So
And you
sometimes when you see our children lashing out, and they lash out in different ways, some becomes promiscuous,
Yep, they do.
some becomes aggressive, some becomes
Suicidal, even.
suicidal,
Going about the place with low self-esteem. and these
definitely
types of things.
depressed and all of that. So
Yeah.
like
You
I
know
said,
what that is reminding me of? Whenever our girls, you would more see the girls getting or mothers getting on social media and asking or saying, somebody needs to help me find my daughter, right? And you would find that society will quickly say, they gonna meet man,
obviously,
right? They gonna meet man.
Yeah.
But I've said from time to time there are a couple of reasons why girls run away from home. Why are they leaving home? Who are they going to, and what are they looking for? It's not
Attention.
always has to do
Yeah.
with sex. There are other reasons.
Yes.
And
But most times it ends up there
yeah.
because then they are exploited. All they're looking for is probably some fatherly love. but they go searching for it and getting it from a man who all he wants is a vulnerable child.
Obviously. But you know,
Yeah.
we as parents, we also need to listen to our children.
We need to.
You
more.
understand me?
Yeah,
We need to listen to our children more, some of us. And the reason behind that is that sometimes things are happening in the home that the adults aren't aware of. And if the child comes to you as an adult and say, Tanti, this, uncle, that, mommy or daddy, Mike is touching me in this way, or Suzette is touching me in that way. Instead of believing the child and investigating, you tend to shut that child down.
Yeah.
Stop telling lies because
Yeah, yeah,
uncle
yeah.
this wouldn't do that, Tanti that wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Or sometimes
He's
the
a friend
parent.
of ours and he will never do that because he have children of his own and stuff
Right,
like that.
That
right.
right
Or
there.
is
Yeah.
somebody who's high in society, you're
Yeah.
in a state of disbelief,
Yes.
or even that person might be financially supporting the household.
And that's a big one.
So keep quiet. What's wrong with you? Keep quiet.
Wow.
A very big
Let's go
imagination.
into you know, in terms of searching for attention in the wrong places, it takes me back to the apology by the young lady that we shared earlier. You know, she is concerned about getting the attention on social media, right? So this is what she did in order to get the attention on social media.
All right,
Yeah.
there's always a root issue.
Yeah, of
When
course.
things like this are happening, there's always a root issue. So probably we need to reach out to this young lady and try and find out what exactly is going on.
we love to.
Yeah,
What is
what
this?
exactly what is going
Yeah.
on?
Some more responses. Let me see. Good morning, radio family. The type of comments that I am hearing, this was in regards to your topic earlier. Tells me that in this day and age, with all the information that is available out there and so easily accessible, that we behave as if we are still in the Stone Age. Where in this world is it appropriate to ask a minor a child such questions as to which type of man she likes in a sexual context? Now, this is what I want to going on. It says, Fuji, your parenting style is like mine. My children are the only thing I have in life, and if you ever hear me go to prison, it's because someone messed with one of them. I want to put a pause there for a little bit. The parenting style, my parenting style is, after all the values that I would instill in you, if you figure that when you reach at a particular age, you're gonna forget about daddy's or mommy's teaching and grab hold to what you're learning from your friends because of peer pressure. My approach to that, I take you off the line, you're defective, send you back to the maker. Bad parenting, good parenting. That's
I
my
say
approach.
bad. I say bad. I probably would have been so tormented as a child.
You would?
Yeah.
You would. You,
Daddy tell me he gonna take me off the line, mommy.
you're damaging my emotions.
Daddy, and apologize.
You're threatening me.
It's worked.
You're
It has
threatening me.
worked.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it
It
does.
has worked for 22 years. If it ain't break, don't fix it. Yeah?
Once they're under your roof, right?
Yeah.
Once they're under your
Once
roof.
they're under my roof.
Wow.
All right.
Even
Let
when
me
the
share
children
some.
50.
Huh? Let me share some more. There's one that came in that I'd love for us to going on, but let me get some more out of the way. Jeez. Somebody wants to know why children have to wait until their parents die before they can get their equal share.
Equal share of what? Equal share of what?
Listen, man. Remember yesterday somebody was talking about fighting over lands? The equal share. The deed. now.
Listen,
What's
give me a
in the
chance.
deed?
Give me a chance. This morning, yeah?
I don't know. They went there. Went there.
Seriously? Seriously, man? You work for it?
Good morning, my beautiful people. Love the discussion this morning. My son is 19 years now, and he don't dare disrespect me up to this day. Shout outs to Twin. Thank you, Myra. Twin is inside. He says, good morning, guys. Loving the topic. Very interesting this morning. Somebody says, my mom was a disciplinarian. Looking back, we say that she abused us. I want to touch on that
Yeah.
for a little bit. But her style was successful for all of her children and grandchildren. My mom was a sailor. When she is upset, she would tell us the worst bad words. But if we dare use any expletives, we gonna get a beating from her. I grew up, and to date, I do not use those words because of what she instilled in us, even though she did it. The spare the rod,
Spoil the
the child approach. I mean, that is what worked for many of us in years gone by. Today, you hear it being considered abuse.
Abuse.
I mean, it is,
The question
there is
is-
such a thin line
Yes.
between what is considered as discipline and what is considered abuse.
Abuse, yeah.
Question is, in addition to what you asked, did it really work?
It,
For some,
can I say worked for me?
I could say
'Cause-
work for me.
Because there are some adults
for me.
there are
works.
some adults who would say yes in the moment as an adult
Yeah.
I am better off, but the sort of memories they have looking back at what was done to try to groom that child into becoming a very successful and respectful individual is not very positive. So they would say, yeah, it worked for me, but the memory is not very positive.
No, but
Some.
as I said, there's a very thin line between abuse and discipline, and some persons would have been
Abuse.
abused,
Yeah.
right? So it all depends on the experiences. But I know I was punished, not in the, most times not in the sense of being abused, but the abuse came in when he drank, when he came home drunk.
Oh, right. So definitely abuse.
Yeah, definitely some abuse was there. But
But
he-
when is the right time and the wrong time to apply a spanking or beating with a belt over in the hands or wherever? When is there a right time and a wrong time? When is it considered abuse?
when you draw blood, when you cause swelling, when you cause children being affected
Yeah,
emotionally.
Future, we thinking back now.
No,
I'm just here thinking back now.
no. Once you damage a child physically, or you damage a child emotionally, it is all abuse.
Okay, so what if you use probably a saw, but you don't cut them?
Abuse.
But you ain't cut them?
It's abuse. It's abuse. They don't use those things to hit. To
Okay, so what if you pelt the shoes? It connects, but it ain't bust head or anything.
I get hit with scrub and brush. I get hit with pot spoon. I get hit with broomstick.
Pot
Pot cover.
mop. Was it?
Yeah.
Was we used to get
Mop,
beat with boys?
Piece of mop.
Piece
mop
of
bucket.
line. Anything.
Belt.
The
The
coconut,
first
belt
thing.
buckle.
the coconut brooms.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, the first thing
Peas
your
with-
hand touch when you vex.
I'm good. I'm good.
I don't know. I think
right?
many of our parents should have gone to the Olympics for javelin.
Listen, I really think we should have a trained psychologist come in.
And one of these days.
One of these days we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
this
yeah.
sit-down conversation
Yeah.
and
Alright.
we talk in depth.
In depth.
Okay.
Further
Let's share some
in
more.
depth.
Let's share some more. Feel free to share with us what constitutes good parenting, bad parenting. Hit us up and let us know. Share some of your experiences with us if you so desire. There's this one. Interesting.
Good morning, Extreme Family.
Morning.
There is no good parenting today.
No good
In the
parenting.
days
it
of
says.
my young boy growing up, that's what we call parenting. My dad was a smoker, and I've never one day, as a big man today, thought of smoking. He was drinking, and he never one day cussed in front of us or whatever you can think about, but it's your mind. You bring a kid in the world, you don't make their mind. It don't matter how good you treat them. If they want to be a drug addict, if they want to be alcoholic, if they want to be a murderer, that's what they're going to be.
But you can as a parent
And there's nothing you
decide
can do.
and
You can't
assist.
stop that. Because you don't control their mind. You can advise them, but you don't control their mind. So, and I messaged you yesterday. I wanted to talk to you about something, Fuji. I don't know if it's possible we could talk off air.
Okay, I'll send you a number. I'll send you a number. I don't agree fully with what he's saying. I still think that as a parent,
one?
you can with a lot of people like to hold on to the argument that you bring the child but you don't bring
the
the
mind.
mind. Yes, that is true, but I'm still thinking that
You can influence.
values
You
that
can
you instill
influence,
can
yeah.
influence the choices that they make, even help them to be of a stronger mind, of more sound mind when it comes to making decisions, right? It means that to me, if your child is placed at a juncture and it's for them to choose right from wrong, the right is based on what I got from mommy and daddy. The wrong is what I got from my friends, from the peers. And they decide that they're gonna go along with the peers. I still think, to me, the peers did a better job at influencing that child than you did as a parent. So
As
it
parent.
means that you dropped the ball somewhere along the line.
Yeah, I mean,
I hold
and-
firm to that view.
So
Okay.
in some cases, I wouldn't put like 100% blame on the parents per se. And well, the reason I'm saying that is some parents don't even realize that there are some things they're doing are influencing their child to become somebody with low self-esteem. Right? They might have been brought up in a very harsh way and they're trying their best to change that. But at the same time, there's something that they're doing and they think they're doing the right thing because, all right, they went to seminars, they listened to programs and so on, but they didn't realize that their child is suffering from low self-esteem. Sometimes our children are suffering from various like mental illnesses that, and the way we look at mental illness now, we don't even realize that there's something additionally wrong with the child. So you're doing your very best, but you cannot identify where something is mentally wrong with your child. So sometimes maybe we could just ease up a little bit on
Is
the
it
parents.
that you don't identify or you see it happening but you take it for granted?
I guess you take it for granted.
Or
because
that.
you
You-
see it happening
you-
and you
or
take
that.
it for granted. Sometimes you don't even pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't understand what's
Alright.
going on. Sometimes, as you said, we have to become very ready. We should become very ready to be parents before we even become parents.
There's even another side of it where you see it happening, you know what is happening, but you are ashamed that it is happening to your child. So you continue in denial,
Yeah.
Yeah, sweep
right?
it under
And
the
instead
rug
of
as
finding
well.
the problem, you allow the problem to fester.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's
It
true.
does happen.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
Morning.
Morning,
Yeah.
everybody.
Listen, parenting these days really hard. The reason why I tell you
Challenging
really
at
hard,
times.
you could be best parent, teach your child everything, but when they're exposed to society out there, you can have things that they have to go through, peer pressure and all them things. Remember, now, as a child, your mind young, you're vulnerable. You understand? So it make the parent work more hard. You understand? So you could teach your children them everything, and then they go out and stay delinquent because of peer pressure. Another thing, these days, look at some of my parents them. Some of my parents them still are children. They don't even know how to take care of themselves. So you find
share
them
that
other
earlier,
children
you
they go
touched
out
on
in
that earlier,
society
yeah.
and mix with the children them who been trained by the parents. So you real hard. Real hard.
It can become challenging
Yeah.
at times, sometimes more often than any. Here's another one. I love this one. We'll go in on this one for sure. What did I do? Oh, there we
Hey,
go.
Fuji, good morning.
Hey,
good morning,
good
Crystal.
Hey,
Come in,
morning
come in,
there.
Hey,
Boti.
Fuji, I want to ask the lady that question. All right, because it's something that me and another neighbor discussed. And, you know, I really give my opinion and my 2 cents towards the question she asked me. But now you have this program this morning. It's very good for me to throw it out there. All right, she was telling me one time she asked her daughter, similar thing to what the lady said, to go and wash the dishes. All right? She asked her daughter twice. The daughter never moved. And the third time she asked her daughter said, Mommy, there's such a word as please. That's why I never moved. You can say,
Excuse me?
Maxine, go and wash the dishes for me, please.
You paying rent here?
So I need to know. And the mother said to the daughter anyway, I don't have to tell you, please. I need you to go wash the dishes. But the daughter was like, but yes, mommy, but you can say please. I notice every time you ask something, you don't say please. So I'm asking the question, do you think it's right or it's wrong for the parents to say, can you go wash the dishes, please?
Please.
Or they don't have to say please. The child should just go and do it.
Yeah,
I just
I
need to
wanna-
know that question because
Yeah,
it was
me
kind of
too.
funny and
Me too.
I didn't I told her well she should have said please. That's just my 2 cents on giving her
Yeah.
advice to my neighbor. You should say yeah, go and wash the dishes for me please.
Yeah.
So I just need to know. Alright, but anyway, nice program, Fuji, Crystal.
Bless up
You
yourself,
guys have a
bro.
lovely day.
Pick up yourself, Bertie.
Help me out there
I love
because
that.
I am
Yeah.
here thinking that no.
I
I'm
am-
here
I am
thinking
there.
no because I'm the parent. This is my house. You're living under
Right.
my
I'm providing
roof.
for you.
You're not paying rent
Hell, I need
here.
to say please.
Get up
down,
and go
please.
wash the dishes.
Go and wash the dishes. Go and take me
Go and make
and
your
shove it
bed.
up in you. Listen,
Go carry out the garbage.
but nah, I am there. I am there. I can relate to this and yeah,
So do we
you know,
say,
but
do
as
we
a
say
parent,
please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly I think you should because
So
remember,
how should you say?
try-
Go and wash the dishes,
please. But remember you're trying to instill values.
Values.
So if you're teaching them the right thing, teach them the right thing across the board.
So maybe we should put
So
a look.
remember they learn from what we do. Right?
But that's
They
very
learn-
passive aggressive too. Yes.
Yeah, but
So
I
picture
am-
me. Stefan, go and wash the dishes, please.
And then my daughter would come, say it better than that. Or say it like you mean it. Like just yesterday, I had, and permit me, I mean, I've had a lot of experiences as
Yeah,
a father.
boy, I ain't rich no.
You know, and I mean, like, yeah, so you learn a thing or two. Like just yesterday, I can't remember what was the argument because we argue a lot, me and my daughter. I think I get upset because she reminds me so much of myself.
Yeah.
So I get upset sometimes at the beginning of the discussion. As soon as I hear she coming with an argument, I upset already because I know it ain't going done. So there's something that happened and I can't remember what it was. So I asked her a favor and she was adamant that I apologize for what I said to her before. You know, Daddy, you have to apologize first. And Shadia, go and Daddy, you have to apologize. Shadia, go and Daddy, you have to apologize. I unbuckled the seatbelt and I started turning around, you know, and it went on like that for a while and she was adamant.
And she stood her ground.
Well, she stood her ground,
Yeah.
and
Well,
which is what I would have done.
She is her father's child.
And I mean, which I would have wanted her to do in different circumstances had it not been her daddy. You know, do it to somebody else. I'm daddy here. Her mother had to chip in and help out the situation. You know, but I at the end of the day, I think I really should have apologized. And
Okay.
then she would also say, you know, you should say please.
Did
Daddy.
you apologize in the end? No.
Not yet. But we'll
Not
get
yet.
there. We'll get there. We're like,
You want to
we're
do
cool.
it on air?
She's
Alright.
still sleeping.
So yeah, right.
sleeping.
So maybe
But yeah, you
Odinga could
should.
answer
But
the
you should.
question. Should we say please?
The thing, it all depends on the relationship that you have with your children,
Uh-huh.
right? For me, when I ask my children to do certain things, I would say, Sydney or Samson, can you do this, please? Or Samson, whatever.
Can you?
I usually do that. Yeah, I usually do.
You
I
better
usually
get
do.
your ass up and go and do it.
Do that for me, please, Samson. Do that for me, please. Or I'll say, can you do that for me, please? Because they know I am doing other stuff. Samson is the youngest, and he will say, well,
The
but
troublemakers,
mommy,
them young ones, them young ones, yeah.
ma, you didn't say please. Or I said, Samson, please, thank you.
Please, yeah, Trini, thank you there just in case.
What you want for yourself, you give.
Okay.
right.
If
Fair
you
enough.
want respect,
Fair
you
enough.
give respect.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
because
Okay.
they're children, they're also individuals.
All right.
This is the way I bring my
And they
children.
might come and say, please who?
They've never crossed that border. They've never crossed that boundary.
Oh,
All
man.
right. So can we take out the can you and just leave in the please?
You can. can. It all
Okay.
depends on you and
Because it almost sounds like an option
No,
there.
I think it all
So-
depends on the relationship you have with the children.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah, of
It's
course.
basically
so
the relationship
So
you have with
Bertie
the
is right with encouraging the neighbor to say please,
So please.
right? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so
no-
next time,
nothing is
fugitive
wrong.
going forward, you will say please and thank you.
Well,
Alright.
I
Yeah,
would do it.
stumbling
If
there,
after
boy.
3 tries, I will do it.
Stumbling
But you
there.
had to give what you
Give and
expect to
take,
get back
definitely.
in.
And something
Right.
we as parents refuse to do is apologize to our children.
Yeah, she got me with that one.
Yeah, we fail to apologize to our children.
Yeah.
When we do something wrong, we know for a fact that we do
Caribbean
something.
parents. Apologize.
Listen. And this is why we have so much delinquents. This is why we don't people don't take accountability or responsibility for stuff happening because they were never taught.
Could you apologize a different way besides saying I'm sorry?
Yes, you can buy a
Right.
little gift or something,
No,
or
like,
take me out.
And
Oh, you
and-
asked-
but-
you
but
asked-
then-
oh, you
but
asked the
then
child
that
a
means-
stupid question,
But then that
you
means
know?
what? The gift means. So I just give you the gift. At the end of the day, that means what?
No, I'm apologizing. What I said this morning, it was wrong.
No, you see, the parent is trying to avoid that. That in
Right.
that conversation of I am apologizing or admitting that they were wrong, or because for many people they grew up understanding or believing or they were taught parents don't apologize. My way or the highway.
Yeah.
I never do anything wrong.
Definitely.
What you asking me?
Yeah,
Excuse
but
me?
then you see now when the kid, when the child goes off to school now, that now is being passed on to the teacher. Because the teacher might say, well, you should say you're sorry. And the child now, well, mommy don't say she's sorry, daddy don't say he's sorry. Why should I have to say
Okay.
I'm sorry?
You know that video apology, there's a part of it that alludes to child holding the adults accountable because the adults were sending very nasty, as she termed it, very nasty comments at her and her parents, and she was basically saying you have children that are probably doing the same thing too, but you coming down at me,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So check yourself before you come at me. I mean, I think from what I grew up around, that would be termed as extremely rude and out of,
Of
place.
course. Of course.
You don't even dream to say them things there out loud. Or you dream to think it.
Hey, we got some more coming in via WhatsApp. We'll share those when we come back. The lines are still open. Feel free to hit us up and give us your take on it. What constitutes bad parenting? Hit us up and let us know. Share your experience if you feel so to do. All right, when we come back, Thursday drama on the X.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've got drama, we love drama. Thursday drama inside the Wake Up Call on